First, we're going to start with our round piece of clay. We have a piece of canvas on the table. This helps keep all of the clay from sticking to the table, so please keep all of it on there. So first of all, I'm going to take my thumb, I'm going to make a belly button. Then I'm going to use my hand to pinch the clay to shape my turtle shell. I'm going to rotate the clay in my hand as I'm using my duck hand. I don't want the clay to be too thick on the bottom, just about this much. The clay, you want to do a pinky check to make sure that the clay is not thinner than your pinky. Now, I'm shaping my pinch pot into more of an oval shape because I'm going to flip it over and use that to make my turtle shell. Now, on your tray you have some water. I'm going to dip my hand in some water, and I'm going to smooth out any cracks that I have. I can tap it on the table to flatten the bottom. And then I'm going to smooth out the top of my turtle shell. Now I'm going to start making some pieces for the heads and for the head and legs and tail. So I'm just going to take the clay, I'm going to roll it in a ball, see if that's the right size. I think maybe I'll use that for a leg. I'm going to get a bigger piece for the head. I'm going to roll that in my hand to make it round. Then I'm going to use a toothbrush and I'm going to score, slip, squish, and attach. I'm going to take my toothbrush, I'm going to dip it in my water, and I'm going to scratch the clay. You can see how it's making it rough and wet at the same time I'm using the toothbrush. Now I'm going to attach it right here. So I want to do the same thing where I'm going to attach it. Then I'm going to squish and smooth. So I'm going to squish the head on there, and as I'm squishing, I'm supporting the inside so it doesn't squish my turtle shell. Now, once I have the head there, I'm going to smooth the two pieces of clay together. That's going to help attach it to the shell, keep it from falling off. So I can use my finger to do that. I can also take a tool and use this to kind of smooth the two pieces of clay together. We don't want this to fall off later. I can really make sure I do this at the bottom. I'm gonna squish those two. Okay, and if there's any marks on that, you can just smooth it out. And if your turtle's head, my head got a little squished, I'm gonna just shape it a little bit more. Now that I've got the head attached, I'm going to take my little feet and attach them. I'm going to do the same thing. Scratch the clay where I'm going to attach it, and on the little foot. Could even be a sea turtle. Just do this right at the bottom of my shell. Then I'm going to smooth the two pieces together to make sure they're nice and attached. And make sure that's attached at the bottom. I've got a couple more to go. Once I have all my legs and tail attached, then I can scratch designs into my turtle. So when think about what kind of designs you want to add to the shell. And we're going to paint these when we're finished, so you could even have some of your designs could be painted. forget to hold it from the inside. Now I just need to make a tail. And I can shape the feet and things and the head. Once I get everything attached, I'm gonna go back and kind of make sure everything's good and attached. And then I'm gonna add details to my feet and the head. So I've got my turtle here. If I want to smooth out his shell, I can do that now. I can use any of my clay tools to kind of smooth things out. I could use my finger. And I'm going to scratch some designs into my turtle shell. Or I'm going to press. I'm going to use this. I'm going to take the end of my tool here. I'm going to make a little design at the bottom of the shell. I could add some little toes. And I'm gonna make some little eyes to go on my turtle. So I'm gonna take some little circles here. And of course I've got to scratch and attach. Squish. And then I'm going to smooth out anything that I want to smooth out now because I'm pretty much finished here with my turtle. I'm going to add a mouth too. Make a little smile there with this. There. Now I'm all finished with my turtle.